Time to wake up, guys. New year, new you is here. It's finally here. That's what everybody's been waiting for. That's what you've been talking about for the past how many months, right? Wait till the new year. I'm going to start in the new year. Well, your day has finally come. It's finally here now. So what's it going to be? More talk? More bullshit? Right? You hungover today because you watched the ball drop? Wow, we saw the ball. And the ball came down and we drank. It was really cool when the ball came down and we did our shots and we drank. Where'd that get you? Your day is finally here. New year, new you. Let's see what you got. Which is just going to be more bullshit, more talk. Well, I didn't mean January 1st, because it's New Year's and it's still a holiday. Yeah, you got to celebrate. There's the alarm, fellas. New year, new you. Or are you going to lay in bed another day and talk about what you're going to do tomorrow? Yeah, once I'm over this hangover, it's on. Game on. You're going to see. Once this hangover goes away, I'm going to be a new man. Get your ass out of bed, party's over, and work on yourself. Do something for yourself, for a change, rather than destroying your body in the name of living your best life. And see if you can make it past Quitter's Day. I did a live yesterday and I talked about Quitter's Day. And YouTube said I couldn't monetize the video because it was against their guidelines. I guess it was because I insulted people's sensibilities and used the word quitter. I guess that's insulting.
Wake up, guys. It's 2025. New year, new you. Or we're going to stick with all the bullshit talk about tomorrow. Good morning to Gio. Good morning to Frankie F16. Both with the wrench at the ready. Happy New Year, guys. Who's still in bed? You gonna nurse your hangover all day now? And then talk about how, well, yeah, I meant New Year, new me, but not on the first. Because last night we had to watch the ball drop. You can't watch a ball drop unless you're doing shots, living it up, living your best life. God forbid you stayed home, got some good sleep, took care of yourself a little bit. So Quitter's Day is coming, guys, January 10th. First, the second Friday of every year is designated Quitter's Day, and that's the day designated for people that make New Year's resolutions and quit. And 80% of the people that make a New Year's resolution will quit by February 1st, by the end of January. So what's it going to be for you? You're going to be part of that 80%, or you're going to be the 20%? And 20% make it past February 1st. But if you fast forward to December 31st, 2025, the averages say that only 8% will have accomplished anything near what they promised themselves they would this year. So 92 out of 100 people by the end of the year are going to be in the same position they were last night, getting dolled up to go watch the ball drop and drink themselves into oblivion and talk about how 2026 is going to be the year. Time to wake up, guys. All your bullshit is over. New year, new you. Let's see what you got. If anything, or is it all talk again? There's going to be all talk yet again. Yet again. Gonna hit some arms today, guys. Some biceps and triceps, the glamour muscles. Fill out those shirt sleeves a little bit today. So you got to ask yourself, guys, you're going to be part of that 20% that makes it? Or are you going to sprint for the next 10 days until quitter's day, and then that's going to be it? Back to the same old song and dance. Making excuses. Excuses aren't going to get you the results. Being consistent will, a little bit every day. A little bit every day, and you'll see what you can accomplish by the end of the year. Three things killing us, guys: comfort, convenience, and consumption. Get out of your comfort zone. Be inconvenienced a little bit. Get out of bed early. Go to bed early. Get up and be a little uncomfortable. Move your body, work your body, and stop with the consumption. The unnecessary consumption. You put what you need in your body. Wake up time, guys. Wake up time. All right, let's hit some arms. You can get your ass out of bed and do something with me. You can sit and watch. You can go watch another channel where they're gonna make you feel better about laying in bed, nursing your hangover. Because you had to watch the ball drop and get drunk. But you made a promise. You made a resolution. It's not just a regular promise. You made a resolution. New year, new you. You're gonna fix yourself. No more boozing. No more eating bad food. Exercising every day. Getting stronger, getting better. Now, are you up doing it right now? Or are you laying in bed with a hangover? All right, let's hit some arms, guys. Fill out those shirt sleeves a little bit. We'll do some, start off with some bicep curls. Superset those bicep curls with some bench dips for the triceps. Morning, Magda. Happy New Year. Guys, when you do your bench dips, you keep your ass close to the bench. You don't want to be far out, because as you come down, you're going to put way too much pressure on the shoulders, okay? So be careful. You don't want to be risking injury, especially on the first couple of sets when you're still warming up. So as you're coming down, you almost want your back to sort of scratch the back of the bench, the side of the bench. Those bench dips are pretty much my favorite exercise for really isolating the triceps. I really feel that exercise. More so than when I do things like skull crushers with the dumbbells, which I don't do because I feel a little too much pressure on the inside of my elbow, so I kind of got away from those skull crushers. I would do them lying on the ground, come straight up like that, but that's kind of uncomfortable. So again, if you have a range of motion and that movement doesn't bother you, by all means, you hit that exercise. It's not that it's a bad exercise, but in my case, I just don't. I feel like you get much more activation in the triceps, much more isolation when I do those bench dips. So I'll do another set of bicep curls. So I'm going to increase the weight on each set with the bicep curls and drop the reps on each one. So as the weight goes up, the reps come down. And on those bench dips, we'll keep each set at 20 reps on that. So guys, when you're doing your dumbbell curls, one of the biggest challenges, and you see it a lot, I'm guilty of it, but it's only natural, is that when you're doing your curls, especially a barbell curl or when you do dumbbell curls, as you can see, I'm doing alternating, but if you would do them at the same time, as you get tired, you have a tendency to hit the lower back a little bit just to bring them up. And that little bit of oomph, it really does go a long way into getting the weight moving. So if you find yourself, it's natural if you're towards the end of the workout, the end of the set, a little bit of body movement is fine. But if you find yourself from the very beginning with that weight and every rep is sort of like that, you'd be much better served dropping the weight down a little bit and trying to stick with that strict form. So I find here when I'm doing the alternating, there's always going to be some degree of body movement. I don't think there's any way you get around that. But I find that going one at a time, I don't find myself so inclined to do that body movement. So just keep that in mind. Especially you'll see guys going real heavy with a barbell, and so much of it is this, and you're compromising that lower back, And again, just that little bit of oomph is what is really moving the weight, and it's taking that split second of tension off the bicep. All right, so we're going to bump up to the 40s here, and then we're going to work our way back down. So we're going to come up the ladder and go back down the ladder with the weights. All right, we're gonna try one more set with those curls. We'll bump it up to 50s. Try and get a couple of reps out of that. And like I said, I don't know how I'm gonna fare on this one, but the goal is always to try and minimize that body movement with the lower back. But again, it's natural. Again, as you fatigue, and if you're trying to go with the heavier weights, but generally speaking, like I said, it's okay towards the end, a couple of cheat reps, nothing wrong with that. But if your whole workout from rep number 1 is cheat reps, you're going to be much better off just dropping that weight a little bit and concentrating more on the muscle that you're working, and not so much working your lower back. All right, so we'll try a set with these 50s. And like I said, we're supersetting with the bench dips. And then we're going to work our way back down 50, 40, 30 with the weights. We'll see what's up with these 50s. All right, felt those. It'll take a minute, and then we're going to work our way back down. We'll go 50s, 40s, 30s, 20s. No, I'm sorry. What did I do? 50, 40, 35, 30. Yeah, 50, 40, 35, 30. So, the beauty of supersetting, guys, here, obviously we're doing antagonistic muscles, right? So when you contract your arm, this movement, you're contracting your arm. When you contract your arm, you're engaging the bicep. And if you notice, when you're doing that, the tricep isn't really activated at all. So as you're working your biceps, in effect, the triceps are resting. And then conversely, when I'm on that bench and I'm doing the dips, I'm extending my arm. This movement in any direction is extending the arm. That activates the tricep. So in effect, when I'm doing a bench dip and I'm extending my arm, I'm activating the tricep. And while I'm doing that exercise, my bicep is pretty much resting. So that's why you want to always superset antagonistic muscle groups. Uh, you know, if you, so let's say you do a bro split and you do a back and bicep routine, you really don't want to go from, if you want to do a superset, you know, you don't want to be supersetting, say, heavy back rows and then go to a bicep curl because you're going to fatigue that bicep. So when you're doing a heavy lift, like say like a back row, and you're always going to be engaging because again you're contracting the arm. So the bicep is helping the back muscle do that row. So if you do that heavy row and then come over and do a bicep curl, you're fatiguing that bicep even more. So that's going to take away from the assist that you're getting from the back. So in my opinion, I think you're much better served doing antagonistic muscles. Like I said, in this case, bicep and tricep, because when you're working one, the other one is pretty much getting that a little bit of a rest. Good morning, Wizzle. Happy New Year to you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Some biceps and triceps this morning to ring in a new year. All right, we're working our way down, guys. So we just did the 50s again. Now we're going to drop to the 40s. All right, guys, working our way down. So we're going to hit the 40, I'm sorry, 50s, 40s. So we got 35s and 30s. Supersetting biceps and triceps. Time to wake up, guys. The new year is here. All you resolutioners. Let's get up and see what you got. You've been doing a lot of this for the past few months. Your day is finally here. Finally. You've been waiting and waiting and waiting, chomping at the bit, telling everybody how you're going to get at it. Everything's going to be different. Well, your day is finally here. And I know you're dancing the dance of joy right now that it's here. Except for those of you that are a little hungover. You give it another day. You waited this long, what's one other day, right? One more day. You certainly can't go work out with a hangover. You earn that hangover. And for 8 out of 10, you only have to go till January 10th. So if you start tomorrow on the 2nd, you finish up on the 10th, which is Quitter's Day, designated Quitter's Day. Or at the very least, you'll play around and kid yourself to the end of the month until you give up. Home Gym's in the house. Good afternoon, brother. Happy New Year. It is Whizzle. It's got to be a lifestyle. No way around it. If it's not a lifestyle, you're just bullshitting yourself. All right, guys, we're going to superset some dips here on the parallel bars. And we're going to superset that with some hammer curls. So when you work in the arms, we have our biceps, right? And there's there's two heads of the bicep, the inner and the outer, right? So when we hit a standard curl, we're basically catching both. And we could isolate either or. If I were to take my dumbbells and come in nice and close and I curl this way, I'm going to be catching the outer part of my bicep. Conversely, if I twist those arms out and I curl in a wide curl, I'm going to be catching the inner part of my bicep. And our triceps, like I said, we're going to hit with those bench dips. Now we're going to catch a little different angle doing the parallel bar dips. And then with the hammer curls, in between, you have your biceps here and the triceps, obviously the back of your arm. That's what takes up most of the real estate. But right here, right behind the bicep, is the brachialis muscle. And you always want to make sure you hit that. And then how you get that is with the hammer curls. So when you develop that, I mean, not only are you building strength, but you're building that brachialis muscle. And when you build that, it's going to push out on the bicep, and it's going to give that bicep an appearance of being even bigger, right? So you want to make sure you hit things from all angles. Words of wisdom from Frankie. Absolutely right. I agree 100%. 110%. It's your fitness, your health. It's just as much a mental game as it is physical. And if the mind's not in it, like she said, you could do the motions, you can go through the motions. But if your mind's not in it, it's not going to last. You're going to be one of those guys that celebrates Quitter's Day, without a doubt, because it's your mind that's going to keep you going. It's your mind that's going to push your body to do what you need to do. The body might be ready, but if the mind's not ready, if your mind's someplace else, worrying about being inconvenienced, being uncomfortable, worrying about consumption, not being able to put the shit in your mouth, get high, drink your booze, vape, all the other poisons you put in your body that make you feel good. You got to fight those things. You got to fight those urges, those habits, get them out of your life, replace them with good stuff. So if your mind's not in it, it's game over. And you might not even make it till January 10th to celebrate Quitter's Day. You'll call it before that. So we got our black coffee, guys, right? So this cup can either be give you a little kick in the ass to do your workout, or you could use it as an attempted cure for your hangover. So you choose what you're going to make it. You want to be like everybody else? And nobody drinks black coffee. Because I don't like the flavor. I don't like the taste. I need sugar. I need creamer. I need this. I need that. I gotta go to Starbucks and get my $7 coffee milkshake. But I don't eat healthy because it's so expensive. It costs so much to eat healthy. But you go to McDonald's and get you $15 worth of poison. And then you'll vape, and then you'll stop at the dispensary and get high. And then you'll go to clubs and bars and plunk down $5 for a bottle of beer. You mean you want me to eat healthy? You know how much that costs? It's priorities, guys. It's priorities. It's always going to be priorities. You mean I have to weigh my food and track what I put in my mouth? Do you know how hard that is? Do you know how much effort that takes to take that plate and rather than place it on the counter, I have to place it on top of a scale? I mean, come on, you got to be reasonable. Don't make it so difficult. Hey, you want to go work out for an hour? An hour? I just don't have the time. Who has an hour to work out? Who has all that time on their hands? Not me. If I had the time you had, then I'd be able to work out for an hour. Hey, you want to come over and watch the football game? We'll get piss pants drunk, eat pizza till we throw up, and we'll even get some wings. I'm on the way. I'm on the way. You stop and get a 30-pack. And you talk about future you like you're going to be some kind of Superman. Wait. Yeah, I'm going to start working out. I'm going to crack another beer and talk more and more about how you're going to work out 7 days a week. No, bro, I want to get big. So I'm going to start working out because I want to get big. Another beer. Another bowl. Dude, you're like 61 and you do that. So you take TRT, right? How much TRT do you take? Because that's the only way to do it. You have to be taking hormones or some type of drugs, right? Because the only way to get ahead or get better is to cheat. It's the only way to do it. Why would you get up every day, try and eat right, try and exercise, try and treat your body right, try and cut down on stress, try and learn about your body, stop abusing your body, doing the things that are destroying your body? Why would you go through all that? Plus, like I said, if I had your time, Oh, bro, I'd be so big, but who has the time? Who has that time? Newsflash, guys. Each and every one of us has the exact same amount of time each and every day. I don't have any more time than you. You don't have any less than me. I'm no more genetically gifted than anybody. You're the product of your decisions. You're the product of your lifestyle choices. You look in the mirror, and if your gut's hanging down over your belly and you hate what you see and you're disgusted, don't go looking outside that, away from that mirror for anybody to blame it on. Look at yourself and say, it's you. You did this. You did this to yourself, and only you can fix it. And it's a choice. If you don't want to fix it, put your shirt back on and go about your day. But stop bitching unless you're going to do something about it. Stop bitching unless you're going to put the work in. There are plenty of guys out there that are much more disciplined than me, are doing much better than me. I don't sit and point fingers and say, well, he has that because. He has that because. Pretty much anything I want to do, I can go do it if I put the time in and put the effort in. But if you're willing to go put that time and effort in, chasing a buck, worrying about material stuff, worrying about your car, worrying about this, that, and the other thing at the expense of your health, that's an issue. That's a big issue. And you have to work that out with yourself. It's all on you. So is it going to be more excuses today, guys? Because New Year is here, right? You made your resolution. No, starting January 1st, man, I'm going to be hitting that gym. I'm going to get in shape. I'm going to stop this. I'm going to stop that. I'm going to change this. I'm going to change that. So is it going to be more bullshit excuses, or are you going to do something? And you're not going to change everything in one day. It's going to be incrementally, consistently, over time. Stop looking for the pills, the potions, the shortcuts, the hacks. What can I buy? What supplement can I take? What can I drink? What kind of magic formula can I take? Do the basics every day. Get your sleep. Get out of bed. Make good food choices the best that you can. Learn. Educate yourself. And make it a lifestyle. And over the course of time, you're going to start seeing the benefits. But if you're going to sit and talk and cry and whine and bullshit, I don't have the genetics. Well, I would look like you if I did TRT. I would be at the gym 7 days a week if I had the time. Excuse after excuse after excuse. That's all we do. But thankfully, guys, clock keeps ticking. So all those months ago when you started with your New Year's resolution bullshit, New Year, new me, thankfully the clock didn't stop. It kept ticking and it got you here. So now you're here. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it? You had your fun. You had your party hat on. You had your goofy glasses on last night. You drank yourself into oblivion. Woohoo. You were living your best life. It doesn't get much better than that. How can you be living a good life if you're not drinking yourself to the point of passing out, pissing your pants? I mean, there's not much more fun in life than that. So, I mean, I get that not having stress in your life and being in good shape physically and mentally, being able to deal with life, feeling good every morning when you wake up, feeling rested, having energy throughout the day, that's boring. You know, I get it, but you should try the boring. We should all try the boring a little bit and just see what it's like, see how the other side lives. Good morning, Limit Breaker. Shout out to you. Happy New Year. So what's it going to be, guys? Your day is here. Your day finally got here. I know each and every one of you have been chomping at the bit. You made the resolution. Told yourself, no. I can't start in October, November, or December. January is the day. That's when things are really going to get serious. So what do you got? We're going to cut the bullshit and get down to work. We're going to keep making more excuses, being part of the crowd, walking around like the rest of the sheeple, fat, dumbed down, making excuses, complaining. Let's see. I can go this way or I can go that way. Which way should I go? Oh, look, there's the crowd. That's where all the people are. Let me go that way. Let me do what they do. Let me talk the way they talk. Let me live the way they live. Let me eat the way they eat. See how that works out for you. You see in the end how that's going to work out for you. If everybody's going that way, 99% of the time, If you go this way, it's going to set your life on a totally different trajectory. I say it all the time. I don't know what to eat. It's so hard to learn how to eat. Go to the supermarket, look at the person pushing the cart, and look what's in the cart. Look at the cart and the person pushing. The shit that's in the cart and the person pushing. And I guarantee it's all going to make sense to a large degree. And you know the type of people that I'm talking about. And you just look at them and you look at the cart and you say, I don't know what to eat. Well, look in the cart and you're going to know what not to eat. So that's a good starting point. So I have a good idea of what not to eat. So let me work on what I should be eating. You shouldn't be eating at McDonald's. You shouldn't be buying food in the gas station. You shouldn't be sitting on a couch watching football, playing fantasy football, living and dying with every play in a football game, which has no bearing on your life. It's just mind rot. It's indoctrination. I'm not saying don't spend an afternoon, watching a baseball or football game if you enjoy it. But if you're sitting there 50, 100 pounds overweight and hooting and hollering over some overpaid douchebags running up and down a field with a ball that has no bearing on your life, and you're getting excited over that, and you can't get excited enough to get on the floor and do 10 push-ups, well, then you have to rethink things. And I'll say it again, you guys out there with the kids, if you're single, you have no responsibility, you have nobody relying on you for anything, you want to eat and drink your life away, you want to sit and watch football every day, and whatever you want to do, you go do it. But if you're a man enough to bring kids into the world, you're a big man and you want to make babies and make kids, well, be man enough to be a good role model and keep those kids healthy. Stop your mamby-pamby bullshit. Oh, I have a dad bod because I have kids. Well, if I didn't have the kids, I'd be in shape. Your kids don't cook your food. Your kids don't buy your food. Your kids don't make decisions on how much you drink, how often you get high. It's all on you. And your kids are going to do what you do, not what you say. So the day is here, guys. I wish the best for all of you. I hope everybody does get to work. I'd love to see 100% of the people that make a New Year's resolution live by it and be successful with it. But, we're human and we tend to do the same thing over and over. In a perfect world, we'd always learn from our mistakes and get better from it, but most of us don't. And I'm not throwing stones because I'm just as guilty as that, just as guilty of that. But I say it all the time, when it comes to your health, no matter what bullshit and we're all going to face bullshit in life. Every single day you wake up, it's going to be something different. But if you're fat and sick and you're facing what life's throwing at you, it's going to be compounded exponentially. At least if you're healthy, it's not to say you're not going to face adversity, but it's going to make it, you're going to be much better equipped to face it and deal with it. So Yeah, you're right. You're 1,000% right, Joe. It's all, all of this nonsense, and I talk about this all the time. I'm like a broken record with it. Well, the gyms were closed, and that's why I got overweight. Well, I would be in shape if I can go to the gym. Stop it. Stop it. You control your weight, you maintain your weight, you lose weight, you gain weight based on what you put in your body on a consistent basis. End of story. Exercise is not a weight loss control tool. It's a supplement to a healthy lifestyle, healthy lifestyle choices, and a relatively healthy diet. I said, we're never going to be 100% with the diet. You do the best you can. If you can be 75, 80% with that diet, um, you can live a relatively healthy life. You're not going to, are you going to be as strong and as mobile and as flexible if you don't exercise? Of course not. Uh, but first and foremost, it's what are you putting in your body? What are you doing to your body on a consistent basis? How much booze, how often you're getting high, vaping, anything else that you're ingesting in your body. And then you add this poison food. It's not even food, this poison fake chemical concoction bullshit that you put in your body every single day. It destroys your body. You're systematically destroying your body. So you're not overweight and you're not sick because you don't do bicep curls. 90% of the chronic diseases, the chronic health issues that we deal with are lifestyle induced. Lifestyle induced. I don't care what your doctor says. If your doctor says that you have high blood pressure, that you have type 2 diabetes, that you're 100 pounds overweight because of your genetics, your doctor is a fucking idiot in plain English. Go find a new doctor who knows what he's talking about. Because if he tells you that, he's full of shit. Because if you're in that condition, all he's going to do is give you some metformin, a statin, a blood pressure pill, and you're going to be going back to this idiot for 6 months for as long as you live, every 6 months. And if you're a type 2 diabetic, he'll start you with the metformin, and you're going to graduate until you're to the point where your pancreas shuts down and you'll be injecting insulin, you'll be on more and more blood pressure medication, you'll be clogged up, you'll be getting stents in your heart, and all they're going to tell you is genetics, genetics, genetics. They will never tell you how to get healthy. So should you exercise every day? Absolutely. Move your body. Move your body. But if you think that plunking down $10 a month at Planet Fitness and walking on a treadmill for an hour a day is going to wash away all of your bullshit lifestyle choices, you're out of your mind. And on top of that, if you think that when the dam breaks and you start getting all these chronic issues and you go to any mainstream general practitioner or any type of doctor and you're looking for them for health in a bottle or health in a pill or health in an injection, you are out of your mind. They have no interest in getting you healthy. They have an interest in keeping you breathing. That's the only interest they have. And you can take that to the bank. And if by chance there's anybody out there listening to me and you want to tell me, no, 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 you don't understand. I had high blood pressure. I had type 2 diabetes. I had all these other issues going on. I had chronic inflammation in my body. And I went to the doctor. And a year later, he gave me these pills and I was cured. I never had to go back. It's not going to happen. I could sit here until my beard grows to the floor 10 times over. Nobody's ever going to tell me that. So, guys, your day is here. New year, new you. I wish you guys the best. I hope you stick to your promise because there's nothing more important in life than your health. Nothing. I don't care about your house. I don't care about your car. I don't care about anything. I don't care about your jewelry. I don't care about your Bitcoin. I don't care about anything you talk about. Talk to me about how healthy you are and how you're taking care of your body. Then I'll fawn over your car a little bit. You can tell me about your car. Then I'll listen a little bit about that. But if you're 300 pounds and can't walk up a flight of steps and you're getting high every other day, you're not sleeping, you got sleep apnea, you're taking antidepressants, you're taking blood pressure pills, and then you're gonna go, oh, dude, look at my new car. Get out of here. Stop. Stop. You know what I mean, guys? Come on. It's priorities. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys hitting that like button, subscribing. Little dose of reality this morning. We got some biceps and triceps done. A little straight talk. Like I said, I'm not a fan of these New Year's resolutions. I think you should make a resolution every single day. You have 365 days to make resolutions to yourself. I don't think you should be waiting, make a resolution for one day out of 365 days. I think it's a really flawed strategy in life. So um, you got to get your priorities straight. There's nothing more important than your health, guys. Nothing. So again, I hope you guys do have a successful new year. I hope you go through with your resolutions. Uh, I do some one-on-one coaching. If any of you guys are interested, we'll get you right with your diet, get you on an exercise plan, things like that. Uh, you could look me up down in the description. This is my email address. Just hit me up. We got some nice old dog merch going on. If you want to check that out, some channel memberships are up and running. All that good stuff. That's down below in my in the link tree. All the links there. But other than that, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me this morning, listening to me rant a little bit, getting a little work in. Hopefully, we'll be back soon. Everybody have a happy new year. Have a great rest of your day. Appreciate each and every one of you. Get your reps in. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Uh, and that's it. All right, Wizzle. Back at you, brother. Much respect to you. All right, guys. Go have a good day. Get started on your resolutions. Get up and get out of bed and do something. Later.